Next, I'd like to introduce retired Sergeant Major Dave Francisco. A lot of you have probably seen him around the dealership in several different capacities. Right now, his affiliation is with Vets Cars, and I will hand it over to Dave.
Thanks, Jerry. Wow, another car giveaway. This is awesome. Second annual. I look forward to the third. I want to say thank you to the Weseloh group, the family, Mike, Jerry, Matt. I know you do a lot of the grunt work and everybody else involved. Truly appreciate it. There was no better dealership that I could think of to bring into the Vets Cars group than the Weseloh family. One, I bought my first car here, I think in 1985 as a sergeant. So, and it's continued on through that, even to the last day of this year from Rich Howard, the new Chevy Equinox. So I continue that deal. But I want to thank everybody for all the hard work, all the vendors. Today is not about anything except what you're honoring today. And I want to turn the floor over to a real good friend of mine and also recognize maybe an up-and-coming distinguished guest. We have Chip Dykes, Marine officer retired, running for Oceanside City Council. You will see him out pounding the pavement. He's going to try to right some wrongs and make things happen. Been a 30-year friend of mine. And moving right into 30-year friend, Sergeant Major Mark O'Loughlin, getting ready to retire from the Marine Corps. Me and Mark go back into about the same time, myself and Chip, early 80s, as sergeants running around together, creating new rules for the Marine Corps, for a lack of better words. But longtime friend, great Marine. And he's going to be retiring in July and turning over Wounded Warrior Battalion to another good friend of mine, Sergeant Major Shaw. But this is a well-deserved day. 30 years of great history and a great Marine. And this will be his last event here at this dealership on active duty. But we'll see what we can do to bring him on as a retired Sergeant Major and do some more great things for the veteran community. So we'll move it right along. I'd like to introduce Sergeant Major Mark O'Loughlin and Wounded Warrior Battalion.
All of you again, or some of you again, and all of you. And there's an old saying that, it's not an old saying, it's been going around that America's military is at war, but America is at the mall. Okay, but you are proving that that's not true in your aspect because of your involvement and commitment to the United States military and what they go through. So I want to thank you again for everything that you've done for this project and the projects in the past. It means, it means so very much to know that we're appreciated. Yes, we get a paycheck, but the appreciation from the American public means a lot to us. Speaking of that appreciation, Corporal Anthony Arriaga, serving in Afghanistan, the 2nd Battalion, 4th Marines, took a rifle shot to the leg, basically shattered his lower leg. He's had a lot of reconstruction going on, and he wears a brace. He has a couple different braces, but he's got one on now because of the uniform. But he's always been a man of action, coming up through his career. And then when he was wounded, he did not let that stop him one bit. He's working out, he's teaching, he's doing his therapy, he's doing whatever it takes because he's coming back to full duty and going back to an operating unit. And he hopes to go get back out into another infantry unit and redeploy somewhere. You've got his beautiful bride, Crystal, who's involved also. She helps out with the Marines there, the Wounded Warrior Battalion, in the different projects. And she's even starting heading up a children's project with some of the horses that they have at the stables on Camp Pendleton. So the whole family is knee deep involved in everything. He did not let his wounds slow him down one bit. He did not let the enemy's actions take away anything from his leadership of being a non-commissioned officer. He is the leader there in the Wounded Warrior Battalion. Even though he's assigned there as a wounded, ill, or injured service member, he didn't let that stop him. He didn't stop him, or didn't take away any of his rank. He's a Corporal Marine, and he performs like that. He was the Wounded Warrior Regiment Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year in 2011. So, then Jerry called me up and said we're going to do another vehicle. You know, so I got my first sergeants together and said, hey, put it out to them. We need a deserving Marine to receive this. And then we also have these people called recovery care coordinators that also work with our wounded, ill, and injured service members. So I put it out to their supervisor that we're doing the same thing. Well, the first sergeants, they picked out Marines that were kicking butt, doing what they're supposed to, and should deserve something like this, where some of the other nominees that got put in, oh, he's in financial hardship, he's doing this, he's doing that, so we felt that it was important to do it for a Marine who did not let his injuries or illness get in the way of performing as a United States Marine. And this was the best nominee that I could think of in Wounded Warrior Battalion West to do that. So that is why. Once again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
That's better. Mark doesn't need a, he doesn't need a microphone, I do. I don't mean to put you on the spot, Anthony, but if there's anything you'd like to say?
First of all, thank you for coming and attending this in my honor. Thank you for the food. Whoever prepared the food, thank you. Whenever you say free food, Marines will come. And obviously, workers will come as well. So, thank you. Since I've been at Wounded Warrior, I've noticed that there's been a lot of people that want to help service members. And they all do a tremendous job. Some bake brownies, bring in socks, or blankets. But y'all got me a car. How do you top that? Since I got injured, I've kind of become an expert on my injuries, and putting my infantry knowledge aside and learning the medical field to better myself and improve myself. And one of the things is our quality of life. Everything's surrounded by a service member's quality of life. And you always want to go forward. You always want to bring the quality of life up. There are times where it falls back, but you pick yourself up and you keep going forward. This giving my family a car, this is going to change our lives. This isn't a pair of socks. This isn't some brownies. This is something that's going to change our lives. So the quality of life is definitely going up. So from the bottom of my heart and from my family, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Right.
Before I stop talking, so y'all can continue eating, I have something I want to give you, sir. This is a coin from my parents, or my former battalion before. This is from my company, our company's specific coin that I served with in Afghanistan. And while I was there in Afghanistan, I definitely got to see what Marines were really about. I got to see the raw, mentality of Marines and how we operate, in stressful situations, and how they come to your rescue, and how they come to help you when you're in need. And so you definitely come to my need, and you definitely shown that your family here has definitely come together and helped us out and help service members out. So I want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
I only got one bit of bad news for you. Without the keys, you can't do anything. So it would be really an honor for us to have Bob Mifflin come up and be the one to hand those keys to you. 37 total years active in reserve, and couldn't think of a better person to hand them to you. So I will hand them to Bob. Those are my keys. So.
That's a good trade.
Thank you, and thank you, Crystal, and lady girls. We really appreciate everything you did, and enjoy the rest of the day. We do have that final thing where you got to get to the registration on the car. We don't want to get pulled over and have anything happen to you, so we'll take care of that later too. But thanks for everything.
And I will hand these to my wife because she's really the one who's actually.